Where is the mic? There it is. All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome on in to another edition of Phillies Play-by-Play with your boy, JJ. My name is Jason Joseph, and again, this is Play-by-Play with JJ. If you are new to the channel, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live, because that's what I do. I do it for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football. That's what we do on here, man. That is what we do. The Phillies, okay, so the Milwaukee Brewers ended up clinching the division earlier today thanks to a Chicago Cubs loss. So the NL Central, for the second year in a row, belongs to the Milwaukee Brewers. However, if the Phillies, if they win today, then they get into the playoffs, and their division, their magic number for winning the division does go down. But the Brewers are in the playoffs, so they got a playoff spot, and the Phillies are looking to get one as well. All right, so, yeah, man. The Phillies are taking on the Milwaukee Brewers as game time is just going to get started. It's a 7:40 pitch, first pitch, that is. And, yeah, man, hopefully y'all are doing well. Did the game get delayed? I thought it was 6:30. Nope, they're playing in Milwaukee. It's at 7:40, so that's when it was supposed to start. So it's on time. We're good. We're on time. All right, 7:40 p.m. is the first pitch. All right, so let's get into it. So the Phillies will have Kyle Schwarber leading things off for them. Then it'll be Trea Turner, Bryce Harper, Nick Castellanos, and then, of course, right behind Castellanos will be Alec Bohm, Bryson Stott, Brandon Marsh, Yohan Rojas, and Garrett Stubbs. So Schwarber is DHing. Let's get this underway. Schwarber, Turner, Kyle, Trea, Bryce. Oh, wait, did I miss one? I think I did. I think I missed one. Yeah, Bryce, Casty. Those are the first four hitters. Then it's Bohm, Stott, Marsh, Rojas, and Stubbs. Aaron Nola is going to be on the mound for the Phils. And the guy that is going to be on the hill for the Milwaukee Brewers, well, that guy, it's going to be Freddie Peralta. Peralta, this season, is a 3.75 earned run average. He has an 11-8 record so far. First pitch underway, and there's a foul ball. Okay. Schwarber batting .251 on the season as he is up to bat. And the 0-1 pitch, and that is grounded over to shortstop, fielded on a bounce, and the throw over to first is going to be in plenty of time for out number one. Why is the internet a little bit slow today? Don't know why. Okay. On the defensive side of the diamond, it'll be William Contreras catching. Then you got Freddie Peralta on the bump. Over at first base, it's Rhys Hoskins. He DH'd in last night's game. Trea Turner takes a strike. It's a slider. Over at second base, it'll be Bryce Turang. The third baseman is Joey Ortiz. Willie Adames is over at shortstop. And the outfielders, Jackson Chourio is playing out in left. Garrett Mitchell's in center. And Sal Frelick is out in right. 0-1 pitch to Trea. Swing and a miss. No balls, two strikes. One out already here in the top of the first. Nobody on. Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms. Have the red letters on both the front and the back. And the red numbers as well. Red jersey numbers. No balls, two strikes. And the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Brewers, on the other hand, are in their white and blue tops and bottoms as well. Have the blue letters on both the front and the back. And the blue jersey numbers with the yellow outline. 0-2 pitch. And Turner fouls that one towards the first base side, and it goes out of play. Trea Turner, they're showing the replay of the slide that he had yesterday to get into second base. And that was an egregious call. They said that he was out. And he wasn't. Next pitch is taken down low for a ball. Crew chief for tonight, Chris Guccione, is the home plate umpire. Trip Gibson's over at first base. Emil Jimenez is at second. And the third base umpire is Gabe Morales. 1-2. There's a little pop-up, hit out over towards the first base side, and it'll find the seats. 71 degrees out here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, at American Family Field, formerly known as Miller Park. Peralta on the bump. 8 pitches so far here in the top of the first, and the 1-2 is high. Already 7 pitches in this at-bat from Peralta. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. That slider was filthy, and Trey Turner strikes out. And that'll bring up Bryce Harper to the plate. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and hit those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. Bryce Harper did homer in last night's game. Ended up giving the Phillies the lead after the Brewers tied it back 1-1. That was back in the top of the 6th. His average now is at 289. That was his 29th homer. And his 83rd and 84th RBI as well. 2 outs, bases empty in the pitch, swing and a miss. He has light blue batting gloves and light blue cleats as well. The fashion that he portrays when he comes up to the plate, it's pretty unique. 0-1, foul ball. We mentioned this before, but the Milwaukee Brewers did clinch the NL Central earlier today by the Cubs losing. O2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Bryce Harper strikes out, and the inning is over. Cubs lost 5-3 against the Oakland Athletics. Back-to-back strikeouts for Freddie Peralta, and we'll head to the bottom of the first. The Brewers are coming up to bat, and the Phillies go down 1-2-3. Okay, let's get into the Brewers batting order. So it'll be Bryce Terang leading things off, playing over at second base. Jackson Chourio is hitting second, playing out in left field. William Contreras hitting in the 3 spot as he is catching behind the plate. The center fielder is Garrett Mitchell, who had an RBI triple in last night's ball game. Willie Adames, the red-hot Adames, playing over at shortstop, will be protecting Garrett Mitchell. Jake Bauers will be the designated hitter in tonight's game for Milwaukee. And Rhys Hoskins takes first base. Hoskins was the DH in last night's game. Got the night off defensively, but is back out there. Sal Frelick takes right field and will be batting in the 8th hole. And Joey Ortiz is playing over at the hot corner and will be batting in the 9 spot. So just to recap, it's Terang, Chourio, Contreras, Mitchell, Adames, Bauers, Hoskins, Frelick, and Ortiz. And on the bump for the Phillies, it's going to be Aaron Nola. Nola has not looked so sharp so far in this month of September, and the numbers certainly back that up. He has a 7.2 ERA just in this month alone and has allowed 5 homers in 15 innings of work and 19 hits as well. So the Phillies are going to need him to have a good outing today if they want to be able to clinch. So that would be that would be something that they are going to look for. Nola, last time that he got the win was on Tuesday, August 27th. But I will tell you that the last time, actually he didn't play against the Brewers this season, but the last time that he played against the Milwaukee Brewers was last year. He went 4 2/3 and allowed 7 earned runs in those 4 2/3. So, also 8 hits allowed in that game as well. So he's looking for some redemption. This is start number 31 for Aaron Nola. 12-8 record overall, 174 strikeouts, which is 18th in all of baseball. And the first pitch to Bryce Terang is off the plate. Terang's average at .259, has a .321 on-base percentage, 7 home runs, 54 RBI as well. And Nola winds up and fires. That is down for ball 2. Phillies won last night's game by a score of 5-1 after losing the first game of the series 6-2. The 2-0 pitch. It's outside for ball 3, and Nola can't find the strike zone right now. All 3 pitches were four-seamers that came at 92 and 93 miles per hour. He'll get the signs again and fire, and that's off the plate again for ball 4. So not a good start so far as Bryce Terang gets on with the leadoff walk. Casty, Bohm, Stott, and Marsh. Nola's knuckle curve has been overall, besides the last 3 outings, it's been pretty good. But over the last 3 outings, it's been pretty flat. And hopefully he can have that velocity, and that can be on tonight. There's a four-seamer that finally reaches the strike zone at the kneecaps for strike 1. That's to Jackson Chourio. It's been also hot for this Brewers ball club, hitting .273, 21 homers, and 77 RBI as well. Leading off over at first is Bryce Terang. Got to look out for him on the bases. The 0-1 swing and a miss. Chourio is 8 for his last 29. He has 2 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 8 RBI, and 3 walks during that stretch. But he's just 1 for 11 against the Phillies. The 0-2 pitch, and that is outside for ball 1. A runner on over at first. Nobody out. Nola gets the signs and delivers from the stretch. It's outside. That makes the count now 2-2. Bohm, Stott, Marsh, Rojas, and Stubbs behind the plate. JT Realmuto has the night off. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. There's a knuckle curve thrown by Aaron Nola, and already 1 gone. Good pitch to throw that time. And that certainly had a lot of oomph on it. I think that Chourio was thinking that it was going to hang down the middle, but it just curved over towards that left side, the outside part of the box. Now William Contreras will get a crack at it. And there's a four-seamer that misses low and away. One ball, no strikes. The windup in the pitch. That misses again. Time he goes with a sinker. Not a good strike-to-ball ratio so far. Contreras, in his career against Nola, is batting .250. 6 hits and 24 at-bats, including a solo homer. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. For some reason, this is not working. Okay. 2-1 pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Stubbs' throw over to second base to get Terang is not in time. And Terang able to dive in there safely. Thought he just got his hand in there, and the count is now 3-1. Rob said, hold it for a second. ClinchTree went over to the phone, but that was a good jump by Bryce. There we go. Sorry, I had to scroll down. What's up, Snowman? What's going on, Justin? What's up, Chris? What's up, everybody? Lou's here. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the first, and 1 out already. But Terang in scoring position. Nola looks back at second, now back to the plate in the 3-1. There's a ground ball hit sharply over towards the first base side. Harper has it, gets on one knee, and tags the bag. However, Terang does head on over to third base, and he's now 90 feet away from scoring. So Contreras grounds out over to first. It was hit pretty sharply off the end of the bat, though. 2 outs. Again, the Phillies, if they win, they're in. If they lose, then the Braves and the Mets have to lose in order for the Phillies to officially get into the playoffs. Here comes Garrett Mitchell and the pitch, and that's taken up high for a ball. But what would be really nice is if the Phillies win and if the Mets lose, because then not only do the Phillies get in, but then the division magic number goes down to 2, and they could actually clinch the division tomorrow night against the Mets in New York. That's what we care about. 1 ball, 1 strike to Garrett Mitchell. Nola has never faced Mitchell before. And the 1-1 delivery is inside for ball 2. I left my charger. Darn it. I know I forgot something. 2 balls, 1 strike to Garrett Mitchell, the 26-year-old. And he'll ground this one over towards second base. Backhanded stop by Stott. Throw on the run over to first base, and Mitchell is out. So Aaron Nola allows a walk on 4 pitches to lead off the inning, and Bryce Terang gets stranded over at third. Then we head to the second. No score in Milwaukee. Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. Hopefully y'all are doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. I just got to take a second to finish my notes here. See you soon. All right, so here comes Nick Castellanos to the dish. Lifetime against Freddie Peralta. He's 7 for 17. He's had a lot of success against them. With 4 doubles, a homer, and 5 RBI as well. He's also struck out 5 times against them. All right. So Casty, who led off the second inning in last night's game, gave the Phillies a 1-0 lead on the solo homer. And the first pitch, he takes it inside and low. Peralta back out there on the bump. He had 13 pitches in the first inning, and the next one is fouled back, including what was a 7-pitch at-bat to Trey Turner. One pitch. That is skied out over towards the right side. Terang calls off the first baseman Hoskins and gets there for out number 1. Phillies are 91-60. They've split this series so far with the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, the Phillies do have the tiebreaker. So if Milwaukee does tie the Phillies officially have won the regular season series. Because they swept them earlier in the season when they played back at the bank. And then they were able to take last night's game. Pitch to Bohm, and that's fouled back over towards the screen. The Reds just tied it. It's 1-1 out in Cincinnati. And the pitch to Bohm, fly ball hit out over to left center field. That's going back towards the track, and that baby's gone. Alec Bohm able to introduce himself and welcome himself back to the Phils as they lead it 1-0. That's his 14th homer of the season. So Casty did it last night, and tonight it's Bohm that does it in the second. Well, I'm sure that Brewers fans remembered what Alec Bohm did off of Josh Hader a couple of years ago when he hit that big home run along with Matt Vierling in the 9th inning. The pitch, line drive it out over to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And Bryson Stott gets on with a single. He's been putting up much better at-bats lately, too, so that certainly does help. And he's over at first base. Okay. I like the start so far in this inning. It was a slider that was down, but still over the middle of the plate. Or still towards the knee part. Yeah, it was headed over towards the knees. Pitch to Marsh. Now it's up high for a ball. All right, let's go, baby. George! The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Phillies lead it 1-0. Thanks to a solo homer by Alec Bohm. Stott's over at first. He got on with a single. And there's one out. And the 1-1. Swing and a foul ball. Stott was on the run. And he has to retreat back over to first. That was the 12th homer of the season by Alec. The 1-2, and that's another foul ball. That pitch was up and above the zone. Peralta gets set at the belt and kicks and fires, and the pitch is low. It's going to get away from the catcher, and heading on over to second base is Bryson Stott as he jogs over into scoring position. Okay, so he'll go on over to second base. That was a breaking ball. Just got away from Contreras, and he did not do a good job at blocking that. Sort of tried to backhand it, and he probably should have had this glove face down. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch upstairs. Good eye by Brandon Marsh, and the count is now full. We had some games that occurred earlier today, including the Angels, who won in 13 innings against the Chicago White Sox. Payoff pitch to Marsh, and he pops this one up. It's hooking foul, though, and it goes out of play. The Diamondbacks also were able to take care of business in Colorado and win by a score of 9-4. We also mentioned that the Chicago Cubs lost 5-3 against the Oakland Athletics. That's how the Brewers are able to clinch the NL Central. 3-2 pitch, foul ball. That one goes out of play. They won't clinch with Walker pitching tomorrow night. Love the spirit. The offense can certainly do pretty good, but we'll see. You're right, though. 3-2 pitch, and there's a called strike 3, a backdoor slider thrown by Freddie Peralta, and Marsh goes down looking on strikes, and there's the third K by Freddie. Only battled, but just it was not what he anticipated. So now Yohan Rojas is going to be coming up to the plate. See if he can try to reel in Bryson Stott here. Takes a fastball right down the heart and soul of the plate for strike one. Don't forget to like, folks. Don't forget to subscribe as well. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. That's what we do on here, man. I want us to get to 4,300. Need 47 more of you to sub. 0-1. That's in the dirt. And it's now a 1-1 count. This pitch count is up. All right, we hear you, Mike. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. 1-1. That's outside and low for a ball. What's going on, though, man? Thank you so much for coming by. What's up, Darth? 2 balls, 1 strike to Yohan Rojas. 15 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 2-1 is inside and low for ball 3. Interesting. So, goes with a couple of sliders in a row, Freddie Peralta. Brewers are 43-30 in their own ballpark this year at American Family Field. 3-1 pitch, and there's a fly ball. It's popped up, hit out over to right field. Frelick gets under it, waits for it, and catches the can of corn for out number 3. The Phillies do take a 1-0 lead, though, thanks to a solo home run by Alec Bohm. And we head to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0. The Braves just retook the lead. It's 2-1 in the top of the 7th inning. So, just wanted to throw that out there. But none of that really matters. The Phillies just have to win. Phillies, all they have to do is win. They win, then they're in. That's what matters. But if they lose, then the Braves technically, by default, Braves have to lose and the Mets have to lose. All right. Who else do we got on here? We're going to need Stott in the postseason, says Orlando Boswell. We're going to need everybody in the postseason. It's not just Bryson Stott. We're going to need Aaron Nola to perform at a high level, which he has done in past playoffs. I can't deny that. But I haven't been too confident with Aaron Nola lately. But we are going to need him. We're going to need Ranger. And we're going to still have to rely on Zach Wheeler and Christopher Sanchez. That's the truth. So, doing well. We got a $10 donation from John Dasher. Thank you so much. I was going to get there. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for the donut. If you guys want to donate to the channel, you're absolutely more than welcome to do so. Just hit the Super Chat button. Link your debit card or whatever card you want to use, and you just put it out, you just put it on there. And you can also, you don't have to donate money. You can also donate memberships as well, which is also really cool. Members become a part of the Play-by-Play with JJ community, and that's really awesome. Yeah, I found it. Thanks, Jade. Thanks, Jane. Appreciate it. Yep. Thanks so much for the $10 dono, bro. Appreciate it. All right, we head to the bottom of the second. Brewers are up to bat right now. It's 1-0. Philadelphia. Ozuna just hit his 38th homer of the season. That's how they took the 2-1 lead. Bottom of the second, and the first pitch from Nola. It's just above the zone for ball 1. Giants lead at 5-2 in Baltimore. Blake Snell was able to pitched a gem in last night's game as the next pitch is fouled away. That makes the count now 1-1. Giants won 10-0. It's Hayden Birdsong who's pitching today. He's 23 years old for the Giants, and so far has outdueled Dean Kramer. 2 balls, 1 strike. As Nola falls behind in the count once again. Mets just took a 1-0 lead. An RBI double. 2-1 pitch from Nola. And that's fouled back. It was Tyrone Taylor who doubled and allowed Brandon Nimmo the score. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nola gets set the letters and delivers. And that pitch is fouled back towards the screen. Dodgers also lead at 6-0 in Miami. Two balls, 2 strikes. Willie Adames at the dish. See what he can do here. Aaron Nola, that is. And the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. So another strikeout on the knuckle curve by Aaron Nola. That's the second time he's gotten a batter to chase after that today. And there's 1 gone in the inning. They get into the playoffs, we're having a beer. We're having a beer on here. That's what we're doing. 1 out in the pitch. And that's taken up high. Then we got to figure out what to do when they clinch. I don't know. When they clinch the division. That's the real question. Kind of have to build it up. 1 ball, no strikes. And there's a knuckle curve that's outside for ball 2. Now, Phillies Bell just posted that Clay Condrey, back in 2007, if you remember Clay Condrey, he was a bullpen pitcher for the Phillies. As the next pitch is taken for a strike. Condrey earned a save to beat St. Louis 7-4 in 14 innings at Busch Stadium. 2-1 pitch. That's high. So he was 31 at the time. He became the 9th Phillies reliever to record a save that season, which was a franchise record. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nola kicks and delivers, and there's a foul ball that will find the seats over towards the third base side. It's more about the Mets, not the Braves. Well, technically, yes, but I'm just saying that if the Braves and the Mets lose, then the Phillies get in. So, but yes. Three-two pitch, and there's a called strike 3 at the knees, and Aaron Nola gets his 2nd strikeout in a row. That was to Jake Bauers. Back-to-back strikeouts for Nola. Also, happy birthday to Spencer Turnbull. That's a big thing. He's now, I believe he just turned 31 today, if I'm not mistaken. Wonder when he'll be back, and if he'll be back. He's actually now 32. I beg your pardon. No balls, 1 strike to Rhys Hoskins, the former Philly. The first pitch was a called strike. Nola kicks, winds up, and delivers. That's down and out. One ball, one strike. And the next pitch, that is outside for ball 2. The Yankees can also clinch today and get into the playoffs. They're also 4 games above the Baltimore Orioles in the AL East. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch from Nola is inside for ball 3. That's now the 4th 3-ball count that he has dealt with today. Phillies are 6-4 over their last 10 games, along with the New York Mets, who they'll face tomorrow all the way to Sunday. 3-1 pitch, and that is hit out over to right center field, and that's going to bounce and then bounce on over the wall. And Hoskins gets on with an extra base hit. It's a ground rule double. Had a single in last night's game. And there's a second hit in a row. So he's standing up over at second base. And Sal Frelick is going to be coming up to the dish. First pitch to Sal, it's low for ball 1. Sal Frelick was robbed on a home run by Corbin Carroll in the last series. And actually talked about it with John Morosi. Corbin Carroll got robbed on a home run, and Sal Frelick was the one that caught it, And he talked about the catch with John Morosi. And, was able to really just talk about how great of a defensive outfielder he's been and how it felt. That was a terrific catch. It really was. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, and the pitch to Sal is going to be fouled back towards the screen. And it was up there for catch of the year, but and no bias, but the catch by Michael Harris at the bank was unbelievable. I don't know how you top that off. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sal. He's batting .259. And the tying run's over at second base. That was his 10th home run robbing catch of the season. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over to left field. It's not that deep. Marsh is able to jog backwards and make the catch. And the final out is recorded. So Nola allows just a ground rule double to Rhys Hoskins. And that's it. And we head to the top of the 3rd. 1-0 Philadelphia. Okay. Rojas will lead off the top of the 3rd inning. And don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons. His chat must be behind. Yeah. I'm focusing. I'm trying to focus a little bit more on the play-by-play rather than get too distracted with the chat. I've noticed that's something that gamers do, and I'm not trying to be a gamer, but those are the people that are really popular on the platform. They'll have times where they do look at their chat, but I don't want anybody to interrupt my flow because, again, the number one reason why we do this channel is because we do play-by-play. So, not saying that y'all are distractions, because you're not, but I can get distracted looking at the chat. And so during the breaks now, I like to sort of look at it a little bit, We got a $2 dono from Jamie. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for the $2 donation. I appreciate it, man. That's awesome. The kids are watching. That's great. They're shouting, JJ, please subscribe. That's funny. That's funny. That's hysterical. I wonder where Larry is. I haven't seen him in a few. Yeah, I hope Jen's all right. I do. I hope Jen's okay. We'll probably try to check in with him a little bit later. Thanks. I mean it outside because if the clinch of first place in the league, doubt if Rob would care about the 100 wins, but it would just look nice. I think that they're trying to get the 1 seed. I do. I really do. That's what I think. Please remind me what day you won't be on this weekend. I won't be on Sunday. I won't be on for Sunday's Eagles game because I'm supposed to be in Atlantic City doing it, but I'll be on for the Phillies game on Sunday night. The ball's 1 strike to Garrett Stubbs. It's 9-1-2 due up, in the pitch, and that's bunted foul. Forgot I said that Rojas would lead it off, but I meant to say Stubbs. Magic number for the Phillies to clinch the division is at 4. The earliest that they could do it is tomorrow. 0-2, that's in the dirt for a ball. Count is now 1-2 to Garrett Stubbs. Let's go, Phils, baby! Charge! 1-2 pitch. Fouled back over towards the screen. I want it all, man. I want home field advantage. I want the bye. I want the division. I want to win the World Series. I want it all. And I want it now. If y'all don't get it, bro, Queen is a great band. 1-2 pitch. And there's a foul ball. Peralta gets set just below the letters and throws a ball that's upstairs for ball 2. Two-two pitch, swing and a miss, and Peralta records another strikeout. That was on the 40th pitch. So we go back to the top of the order, and Kyle Schwarber will be leading things off. He takes the first pitch way up high and way inside as well for ball 1. So Peralta is 28 years old, turned 28 back in June. And he throws the next one way outside and up high as well. He's been with the Brewers since 2018. Just a one-time All-Star, though, back in 2021. 2-0 pitch. That's outside and low for ball 3. Originally was signed as a international free agent back in April of 2013 with the Seattle Mariners. That was when he was 17 years old. 3-0 to Schwarber, and he fouls that one back over towards the screen. Mets look like they're about to break that game wide open. Three balls, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber, and he takes the next one downstairs for ball 4. And Schwarber continues to lead the league in walks. So good for Kyle Schwarber to be able to do that. That marks Schwarber's it actually marks his 101st walk of the season. 2 straight seasons he's had at least 100 walks. Pitch to Trey Turner, and that's taken down low for ball one. Phillies lead it 1-0 on a solo homer by Alec Boehm, and the 1-0 pitch, and that's popped up, hit out over to right field. Fraley gets under it, maneuvers over towards his left side, and finally makes the catch. That is for out number 2. Folks, if you wouldn't mind, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and mods, feel free to give a like count down below. Don't forget about channel memberships, guys. They're $2.99 a month. If you want access to really, really cool emojis, especially during the playoffs, you're going to want to become a member. You really are. You also get cool perks, other really cool perks. 1 ball, no strikes to Bryce Harper. Just took the first pitch. And the 1-0 delivery, and that is fouled. It's now a 1-1 count. The Mets have scored 9 runs in the bottom of the 4th. They just got a 3-run homer by Brandon Nimmo to open the game. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Bryce Harper. They'll wind up in the pitch up high for ball 2. So nobody is doing us any favors tonight. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And Harper fouls that one off and steps out of the box. I don't know if he swung at it and something didn't look right with his right hand. Oof. He had to call for time. But he steps back into the box. Bat resting over on his shoulder. Runner at first. 2-2. High. It's hard to believe that the Tigers are fighting for a playoff spot. They're actually like 1.5 games behind the Twins for that 3rd and final spot. The next pitch, swing and a miss. And that's going to do it. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd. No runs, 1 man left on a walk by Kyle Schwarber. Bottom of the 3rd coming up in Milwaukee. White Sox lost their 117th game of the season. That was on a 4-3 walk-off infield single. Eric Wagaman was able to score. Deflected off of Miguel Vargas. It was on a ground ball. Crazy. Kimbrel designated for Simon. Yeah. Yeah, man. And so speaking of Craig Kimbrel, I promised that I would do this, but I hope that he returns the favor. So somebody today called me out and said that I owe the Philly Nation an apology. And now's a good time to do it because I said that the Phillies, if they did lose Craig Kimbrel, that they would lose a veteran leader. And I stuck by that. Not saying that I didn't want him gone, but I did say that he was a veteran leader, and I also did admit that he was a good player for the first half of last year. But I thought that it would be I thought that it was going to be like a little bit of a loss. But I also, part of me wanted him to go. So I apologize to Philly Nation for being wrong about Craig Kimbrel. So I accept, I take full accountability for that, and I apologize. I was wrong. I was wrong. But it happens. It does happen. What's up, Zachary? How you doing, bro? Thank you so much. Dude, I saw that you left a little bit early last night. I hope that you're doing well, man. You absolutely, I don't want you to feel left out on here, man. The pitch. And there's a strike called. It's on the outside corner. We tried to treat everybody like their family. I may not always get to your chats. That's just, it's nothing personal. No balls, one strike. Nola kicks and delivers and throws a strike right at the kneecaps. Here's Joey Ortiz. Steps up to the right side of the batter's box. And Nola kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Joey Ortiz. And 4 strikeouts by Nola. So we start off the bottom of the third. My finger's not typing. You're welcome. What's up, Scott? How you doing, bro? The pitch on the way, and that's taken for a ball. Giants are beating the Orioles again. I know, it's crazy. What's it now, 5-3? Still is 5-3. Here's Bryce Terang as we flip the lineup card. The 0-1 ground ball rolled over towards the right side. Play it on a hop by Stout, who gets the glove down low. Sidearm throw over to first. We'll record out number 2. 2 up, 2 down in this inning. Phillies money line, according to FanDuel, is at -174. The over-under set at 6.5 runs. But for 6.5, it's at -110, and for under, it's at 6. It's at -118. 2 outs, bottom of the third, and the windup in the pitch. And there's a ground ball smoked over towards first base. Harper was ready for it, plays it on a hop, and tags the bag for out number 3. And Jackson Chourio is retired. 1, 2, 3, go the Milwaukee Brewers. And we head to the 4th. 1-0 Phils in Milwaukee. Okay. Padres also lead at 4-0 against the Houston Astros. All right. How's everybody doing tonight, man? How's everybody doing tonight? Mets and Braves both winning, but like JJ said, Phillies need to do it on their own. They do. They do. They win tonight, they're in. They win and they're in. And people are like, well, I could really care less about that, because I care more about, like, getting the 1 seed and all that sort of stuff. But you know what? Like, in all honesty, man, it never gets tired of celebrating going back to the dance. It really doesn't. Like, that's an accomplishment because you got to get in. That's, like, the number one thing. You got to get in. You can't take that for granted. You can't. Like, that is... That to me is still is a milestone. Like, yeah, we expected them to get in, but they got in. So I want to make sure that I do, like, give that justice, because what are we celebrating if they don't at least get in? You know what I mean? Like, that's the way that I look at it, though. But everybody else looks at it differently. Yes, I care about the other things, too. I want the 1 seed. I want to get the bye. I really want the bye. I care more about the bye than getting the 1 seed. But give me the bye, because I think that this team really needs rest. But all these little steps for all these clinching scenarios, to me, that's pretty important. 9-2 or 9-2 till 100 wins. I'm still holding on to that hope. 99 likes. Keep them coming, baby. Good, JJ. Thanks. I'm doing pretty good, bro. Doing pretty good. I can't lie. I want to see us get into the playoffs tonight. I do. I wants to officially get into the playoffs tonight. 1 seed is a curse anyways. Zachary says, I left because I had work, not because I left. I felt left out, though. Oh, okay, no worries, man. No worries, bro. Oh, it's because I'm in high school, though. Everyone's like 40. Nah, bro. Like, dude, I'm not 40. I'm 26. I may look like I'm 40 with the beard, but when it was really long, I probably did. But no, bro. I'm 26. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nick Castellanos. David's pretty young. 1-1. That's on the outside corner. It's a little bit outside, but it's called strike 2. Make sure you like and make sure that you subscribe as well. Top of the 4th. Nobody on, nobody out. Castellanos just 0 for 1 today so far. Marlins just got 2 runs back. It's 6-2 there in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch is low for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos. And here's the next pitch, swing and a miss. How about that filthy curveball by Freddie Peralta? Man, he's good. He's really good. He's like one of those guys that is another one of those pitchers that's just under the radar, but he's so good, and he can finish top 5 in a Cy Young voting. Again, he's done that a couple of times. So back-to-back strikeouts dating back to the end of the 3rd. And Bohm, who homered his last time up, takes high. One ball, no strikes to Alec Bohm. And the pitch, there's a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. That's a called strike. Bohm's average is at 289, 14 home runs, 90 RBI as well. Still is the top of the National League in that category. 1-1, and he lines that one foul and says, darn it. That could have been his 2nd home run, he thought. For him to do that the opposite way, that's his strength. Like and subscribe, folks. Like and subscribe. Peralta kicks and fires. It's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Charge! 2-2 on the way, and that's inside and high for ball 2. Bohm actually is now tied for 21st in RBI, but that's because he missed a little bit of time. Schwarber is 97. That does lead the team. That's also tied for 12th. With Vladdy and Eugenio Suarez and Vinny Pasquantano. Next pitch, foul ball. It's hard to believe that Suarez has just raised his batting average to 254. 28 homers for him and 97 RBI. 3-2 pitch, and that's up high and inside for ball 4. And Bohm gets on with a 1-out walk. I remember when the Diamondbacks were thinking about dropping him back in June because he was doing so poorly. At one point, his average was at 198 to start off July 2nd. And for him to raise it all the way to 255, that's impressive. The pitch to Bryson Stott, and there's a strike called right down the pike. I think he said U40. The ball's one strike, and here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. 40, heck, that modest. I'm just months over 60. There's nothing wrong with 40. I'm 40 years younger than Gandhi. Zachary says I'm 17. Bro, that's great. It's cool, bro. Tuesday, you turned 64? Oh, boy. Happy early birthday, man. The ball's 2 strikes in the pitch, and that's up high and outside for a ball. Chris is 25. I didn't know that. It's cool. You learn something new every day. You just do. 1-2, and there's a breaking ball that is in the dirt for ball 2. Peralta with 69 pitches. Phillies lead at 1-0. Bohm, who with the solo homer in the top of the second with 1 out, is over at first base. Got on via walk. And the 2-2 to Stott. And he fouls that one back towards the net behind the plate. We have 386 people tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. I'll post the memberships once the inning is done. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Swung on and missed, and Freddie Peralta gets his 7th strikeout of the day. The Phillies struck out, I think it was, 16 times? They called interference anyways on Bryson Stott, but he was out. That's a hitter's interference, so I don't even know if does that technically still count as a strikeout? 1 ball, no strikes. And they say that he still struck out. There's the 1-0 to Marsh, swing and a miss. Marsh struck out. His last time up, it was on a full count. The last 5 outs, 5 out of the last 6 outs that have been recorded have come via strikeout from Freddie Peralta. Pitch. There's a foul ball. Somebody asked last night, are the Phillies even at the top of the league in strikeouts? And they're not. They're 18th, or were 18th, heading into last night in all of Major League Baseball. 1-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. It's carrying. It's going back over towards the track, and making the catch on the track is Garrett Mitchell. And the side is retired. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Brewers down 1-0 against the Phillies. And Contreras and Mitchell and Nadames are all due up in the order. Okay. All right. If you guys want to become members, you're more than welcome to do so. You can also gift memberships to people as well. There is a link that is posted in my live chat from Stream Elements. Here it is. It's right here. You can join the Philly Freak family memberships. The link is right there. It's $2.99. It's just $2.99, bro. $2.99. $2.99. That's all. And you get really, really cool access to different things. It's cheaper than Netflix. It's cheaper than Hulu. It's cheaper than a lot of things, bro. It is. So you're more than welcome to do that. Bro, I don't know why I said that it's cheaper than Netflix. I mean, it is true. It is cheaper than Netflix, but it's just funny. Where is my membership list? JJ's pinned messages. There it is. Okay, good. Here's the membership link. I'll post it again. Right here. Eagles will find a way on Sunday. Everyone will be back on the bandwagon. Well, but let's be real, man. Let's be real about that. Are they? Are they really going to hop back onto the bandwagon? Because I don't think these concerns about the pass rush defense, really, it's pretty legit. Even if they find a way to sneak it out, if their pass rush is bad, I don't know if people are going to be that high. I don't know. We'll see. When did they strike out 16 times? Last night? Last night they did. Hey, JJ, if the Phillies win the World Series, you got to film yourself running a mile. Deal? Funny that you say that. I'll get back to that in just a few moments. The pitch on the way. Ground ball. Sliding stop by Turner. Flip over to first base is not in time. William Contreras beats out the throw. That was heading over towards the hole. Turner, to his credit, made an excellent effort, though, to try to get William out over at first base. And there is the second base hit today by Milwaukee. Harper played it on a bounce in front of him. The other hit was a ground rule double by Rhys Hoskins. So, Garrett Mitchell is coming up. Mitchell hitting on the left side. And he takes a strike that catches the inside corner. I am going to be doing some really cool things during the playoffs. I'm going to try to give you some really cool extra footage, B-roll stuff, and try to get out more content because I want this channel to grow during the playoffs. I really do. I really want it to boom during the playoffs. So I am going to be spending a lot of time with that. Ozuna just recorded his 100th RBI. Now he has back-to-back 100 RBI seasons. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Ground ball hit over to first base, and Harper has it, and they'll just tag the bag over at first. Advancing over to second base is William Contreras, and there's 1 gone in the bottom of the 4th. They have a kid doing the PA announcing. How about that? For the Milwaukee Brewers. The pitch. And there's a strike on a swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. That's taken inside for ball 1. Mark Richards is the current PA announcer for the Milwaukee Brewers. 1-1. And that misses outside for ball 2. Richards has been around for quite some time. Two balls, 1 strike. And the pitch from Nola, swing and a miss. That makes the count now 2-2. Went to Marquette University. He's been the Brewers PA announcer for a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One out, bottom of the fourth. Tying run at second, and the 2-2 is off the plate for ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff pitch, swing and a miss, and Adames strikes out, and there's 2 gone. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Cheers in the chat, let's go. And it needed that there. It's also, I forgot to mention that it is time now for On This Day in Phillies History. Today is September 18th. Outfielder Bob Bowman in 1959 on September 18th was, he made his 5th appearance of the year as a relief pitcher, as the pitch is taken for a ball to Jake Bowers. He pitched the 13th inning of a game against the Cubs and took the loss, giving up an unearned run on 2 hits and an error. It was back in 59 on this day. 4 years later, on this day, the Phillies beat the Mets 5-1 in the last game at the Polo Grounds. Only 1,752 fans were in attendance, and of the Phillies' 8 hits, only a Bobby Wine triple went for extra bases. That's it. 2 balls, no strikes, and here's the next pitch, and that's taken for a called strike to make the count now 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner on at second, and the 2-1 is swung on and missed. And more recently, the Phillies catcher Rafael Marchand hit a 3-run homer in 2020 on this day that tied the game in the 4th inning. It was Marchand's first major league hit and his first home run in 850 professional plate appearances, mostly in the minors. 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3, and Aaron Nola gets another strikeout. Aaron Nola has definitely settled in here and has looked really, really sharp over the last couple of innings. So it's time to go to the top of the 5th. And the Phillies still lead it 1-0. All right. I will be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. I got to go get my charger. I will be right back. Let's go. Here we are, back on the stream. Like and subscribe, folks. Turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. If you guys want to become members, again, they are $2.99. $2.99 a month. That's all that they are. All right, if you want to get really cool access to really cool emojis, my members that are currently here, comment some of the emojis down below. They're really cool. I want us to continue to use them and get more people involved in the chat, especially during the playoffs. Increase that participation. Pitch on the way, and that's sticking outside for a ball 1 to Johan Rojas. It is 8, 9, and 1 due up in the order for the Phils. 76 pitches by Freddie Peralta in the 1-0 pitch, and there's a called strike that's on the outside edge. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Looked a little bit low, but it's a called strike. You know, it's supposed to be Freddie Peralta, Brandon Woodruff, and Corbin Burns as the 3 starting pitchers for the Milwaukee Brewers that were supposed to take them pretty far. And Woodruff has dealt with injury problems. Corbin Burns was signed by the Baltimore Orioles. And Peralta still here in Milwaukee. 1-2 pitch. That's taken low for ball 2. The 2-2 pitch to Johan Rojas, and there's a foul ball. Now, they did get Frankie Montas, who has certainly helped them out, too. 50 2/3, he's gone. He's allowed 20 earned runs and 60 strikeouts in 9 games for them. It was a big pickup. Also got Aaron Chevelle, who's been doing pretty solid. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and Rojas strikes out. And that's now 8 strikeouts for Milwaukee. Is MLB Network also doing this game? It looks like Matt Vasgersian on the call. He's a great announcer, Matt Vasgersian. Now it's Stubbs who comes up. That's taken outside for ball 1. He's one of my favorites. Pitch on the way, and that's taken for strike 1. How about Dylan Cease today? He retired the first 12 batters that he faced, I remember, before the Phillies game started. Ended up throwing 8 1/3 shutout innings against the Astros. And the Padres won 4-0. They're starting to heat up now, too. 2 balls, 1 strike. To Garrett Stubbs. Peralta kicks and fires. That's high, but it's foul tipped into the glove for strike 2. What's up, Jack? Thanks so much for coming on here, bro. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Peralta kicks and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and Garrett Stubbs strikes out. 9 strikeouts by Freddie Peralta. His season high was 11, and that was on May 28th. He also had 11 strikeouts on April 12th. That was against the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch to Schwarber. He takes that one for a ball. The only guys that haven't struck out today are Bohm and Schwarber. 1-0, and that is down low for ball 2. Found your channel while I was in the hospital and always stop in despite the light because you respond to my comments and it brightens my day in the hospital. Thanks, JJ. Appreciate you, man. I really do. I really do appreciate you. And again, it might take me a little bit of time to respond, but trust me, I care about my relationship with you guys because it takes storytelling to another level. You know? So I appreciate you, Michael. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. And the pitch, and that's inside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber, who had his 101st walk of the season in his last at-bat. And the pitch swung on, lifted out over towards deep center field. It's going to stay in the yard, though. And there to make the grab will be Garrett Mitchell for out number 3. So Schwarber just missed a home run. The inning is over. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's still a 1-0 lead for the Phils. Both teams have 2 hits. In the bottom of the 5th coming up. Lehigh Valley, the Iron Pigs, are playing in a playoff series against Worcester. And they ended up losing yesterday. It was 9-5 the last time that I checked. But today they're down 3-1 as they go to the top of the 9th. They play Worcester tomorrow. And then Friday's game is at 7:05. Sunday's game's at 1:05. How long are these series? I don't even know. I think it'll grow a lot during the NFL playoffs. Depends on how the Eagles do. Yeah, man. For football, you have to understand, like, for football, it gets really competitive because there's Chat Sports, there's Philly 500, right? Like, we got RB, we got other people that do the Eagles games too, right? Simone, she does the Eagles games, I believe. So, it's tough. It really is. So, baseball, that's one reason, like, why people do say that even during football season, whenever there is a Phillies game, that I should just stick to it because, technically speaking, you know, I'm not gonna, from a numbers perspective, I'm not gonna be as high, but I don't really care about that, you know? I care more about doing what I want to do. But I'm just saying that the number one thing that really drives this channel is baseball because not a lot of people do it. They don't do the grind for the 162 like we do. And that's a really good way to break into this. It really is. The pitch on the way, and that's outside and low for a ball. Baseball's not as popular because, again, it's a time commitment. But this is how, even traditionally, a lot of broadcasters get their start this way. They just do. That's just naturally how it goes. Joe Davis and all of them, that's how they get their start. So here's Nola. 1 ball, no strikes to Rhys Hoskins, and he throws the next one inside for ball 2. Nola and Hoskins were drafted in the same year by the Philadelphia Phillies. And they're facing each other. This is the first time that they're facing each other. 2-0. There's a called strike. It's a little bit outside, but it's a 2-1 count regardless. I did see that. I did see that, bro. 2-1, and there's a swing and a miss. So glad one of our teams is good, but I'm still keeping my faith on the Eagles. Feel that. I'll join if we get a Casty curse emoji. Sounds good, bro. When healthy, the Braves have the best rotation. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rhys Hoskins. Nola with his 65th pitch coming up. Here it is. And there's a ground ball, foul ball towards the third base side. Pitcher's duel tonight it is. Looks like Nola is being classic Nola. Good to see him pitching a good one so far. So far. Nola gets the signs from Garrett Stubbs. And the 2-2 is fouled away. And Hoskins putting up a fight in this at-bat. 2-2 pitch, swung on and hit out over to deep left field. That's going back towards the track, and it is gone. So Rhys Hoskins goes up against his former teammate and ties the game with one swing of the bat, gets his 25th homer of the season, and the Brewers have tied it 1-1 in the bottom of the 5th. That's why I said so far. Because I figured it was coming. I'm not a betting man, but I figured that was coming. Love the honesty, JJ. That made perfect sense. Good. The pitch. There's a knuckle curve that's taken at 80 miles per hour for strike one. That's true, and he is durable. I'll give him that. 0-1 is the count, and the pitch. That's fouled back over towards the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. And here's the 0-2 pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over to left field. Marsh says he has it, and he does, and he'll make the catch. And Sal Frelick is out. Let's keep the subs going, man. We need 44 more subscribers to get us to 4,300. Keep those likes and subscribers coming. We appreciate each and every one of you. Bats only have 2 hits today for Philadelphia and the Brewers, while Rhys Hoskins has 2 of their 3 hits. There's the pitch. Ground ball hit sharply over to third base. Throw over to first by Alec Bohm is in time. That was not an easy play. He had to make a sliding stop, and Bohm just got up and threw a strike over to first. Nice play by Bohm. And there is 2 outs already here in the top of the bottom of the 5th, excuse me. That may have just saved the inning, honestly. We'll see. Here comes Bryce Durang, who takes a fastball right at the kneecaps for strike one. Durang 0 for 1, walked in the first on 4 pitches versus Nola, and also stole a bag. Nola winds up, gets set the letters, and delivers. And that's fouled off. So if the Phillies win, they're in. The ball's 2 strikes. And here's the 0-2 pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. Marsh has it, and he'll make the catch. And the side is retired. However, Rhys Hoskins ties the game 1-1. And we head to the top of the 6th. Turner, Harper, and Castellanos all due up when we return. Okay. Line out to left. Braves did win 7-1 as a final in Cincinnati. Mets also lead at 9-0, so if the Mets do win, then the earliest that the Phillies will be able to clinch would be on Friday. That would be the earliest for them to clinch. There's the Nola that we know. Like and subscribe, folks. Bohm is hands down the best third baseman in baseball. If you don't agree, I'll meet you outside, says Jane. The best third baseman in baseball? He's had a really good season. I got to give you that. He has. He's had a very good season for the Phillies. And he stepped up and was their leader. I have to give you that. But to call him the best third baseman in baseball is not better than Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez has had a fantastic season. And not saying that Bohm hasn't, but Jose Ramirez has been unstoppable over at third base. Who else do I have to put in that conversation? I don't think Nolan Arenado has had as good of a season over at third, but Manny Machado has had a pretty good year. Eugenio Suarez has had a good year, but I wouldn't put him over that. I don't know. To me, Jose Ramirez is number one. It just is. But he's up there. He's definitely up there. I can't disagree with you there. But to have not many people be better than you at that position, that says a lot. That absolutely says a lot. Have you ever met a big celebrity? I've met some celebrities, yeah. Depends on like what you mean by big celebrities. I got to ask Stephen A. Smith a question, if that counts. I did. I got to see Stephen A. Smith. He was at my alma mater, and I got to ask him a question because I buzzed my way up that line, and I wanted to be there to ask him a question, so that was pretty cool. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. I met Larry Boa and Ryan Howard and Charlie Manuel this year. That was really cool. Got to talk to Ryan Howard. That was awesome. No balls, one strike to Trey Turner. The 0-1 is off the plate for a ball. Jose is underrated, man. He's going to have a 30-for-30 season like the third time in his career. Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. 1-1. Line drive hit out over to left field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So there is a leadoff single by Trey Turner. And that's how we start off the top of the sixth. I don't think he's better than Alex Bregman or Austin Riley. He's up there, man. He's up there. Rafael Devers, maybe not. But he's up there, dude. All right, so let's go. Bryce Harper. Let's see the Harper emojis in the chat. Come on, man. Pitch on the way, and there's a foul ball. That one goes out of play. Come on, bro. Charge! That was later than I wanted it to be. The ball's one strike. And the pitch to Bryce Harper, and he fouls that one back. Chris Pratt, that's a good one. That's really, really cool. Okay, Jane, sounds good. Ross is now pitching for the Milwaukee Brewers, by the way. Peralta's night is done. The 0-2 pitch, and that's high for a ball. Surprised. Something go wrong for him, or what? One ball, two strikes to Bryce Harper. And the 1-2 is upstairs. So in the pitch now is Ross. That's Joe Ross, the 31-year-old from Berkeley, California. Throw back over to first base, not in time. Hoskins caught it, but there was no swipe. Ross was a member of the Washington Nationals, played with them from 2015 to 2021, won a World Series with them as well. And he was out of the majors for 3 years and just got signed by the Brewers. He's been doing pretty good. Next pitch is fouled off. He's gone 67 1/3 of an inning. Only 25 walks, 59 strikeouts, and he's been coming out of the bullpen for them, but has also started the 2. He's been sort of a middle relief pitcher for them. Next pitch, fouled off, and Harper putting up a very good at-bat against Joe Ross. He was teammates with him. Harper 2 for 8 against his former teammate. And the 2-2 to Harper is inside and low for ball 3. I wonder if there was ever well, I'm sure that there was, but when the last time a former teammate homered off of his former pitcher, and then the opponent had their former teammate homer off against each other. I wonder if that's when the last time that happened. I don't know if that makes any sense or what. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. And here's the payoff pitch. And there's a ground ball, foul ball. Went underneath the glove of Hoskins. Thank goodness it was foul for his sake. Turner had a good jump, too. He was running on over to second base. Three balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. Let's see the Harper emojis in the chat, baby. Come on. And the payoff pitch to Bryce. Swung on, hit out over to right field. It is a foul ball. Thought maybe it had a chance. And Harper's going to call for time. All right, 3 balls, 2 strikes. In case you're wondering, the Dodgers do lead at 8-3 in the top of the 9th out in Miami. Mets also are up 9-0 in the top of the 8th out in Washington. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Ross kicks and delivers, and the pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over to right field. Is it a fair ball? It is a foul ball. It's hard to tell because the rail sort of blocks where the line is, and there's not much of a gap between the right field line and foul ground, the stands. This is a good angle to tell. Yep, just hit that side of the wall. What a battle by Harper. Turner's still over at first base. On deck is Castellanos. Payoff pitch, and that's inside for ball 4. Good at bat by Bryce. So there's a walk, and the Phillies have 2 base runners on for the first time tonight. And they're looking to get something going here. Rally towels in the chat. Let's go. Time called on the mound. So Contreras has a conversation with Joe Ross. 2 runners on and nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Like and subscribe, baby. And now Castellanos is coming up. So a single by Trey. He's over at second. And Harper just got on with a walk. Still nobody out. Top of the 6th. All knotted up at 1 apiece. Ross looks back at second and now back to the plate in the first pitch. Swinging a miss on a slider that was outside. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Castellanos, and that's just on the outside corner. Looked a little bit outside, but it's called strike 2. Larry, thank you so much for coming on here. Thank you so much. Guys, make sure that you go subscribe to the Dixon Way. I know that I am because I enjoy what Larry does. He's an awesome guy. The ball's 2 strikes in the 0-2 pitch, and that was an ugly swing by Castellanos as he goes fishing after a slider that was in the dirt, and he's down on 3 strikes. It was not a good at-bat. That pitch spelled trouble as soon as it was released. Larry says, congrats on winning the division. Have a great stream, JJ. Now sweep the Mets for us, please. And he forgot to thank you. Please and thank you. Handshake. Pitch, and that's outside and low for ball one to Alec Bohm. Really? Really, Jack? That's wild. The 1-0 pitch. That's off the plate for ball two. I didn't know that. Shalom, Will. What's going on, man? What does shalom mean? It means hello, goodbye, and peace in Hebrew. Toss back over to second base, and Turner is safe. Ross with 19 pitches in this inning so far. And I got to tell you, I know that Peralta was pitching a pretty good game. I know that we covered the Phillies on here, but as the 2-0 is outside and low, check swing, they say that he went around, and I disagree. First base umpire said that he went. It's Tripp Gibson. Maybe he did. Maybe on the replay he did, but the appeal was swing, and the count is 2-1. The pitch on the way, and there's a foul ball, and Bohm says, darn it, as the Phillies tried to do a double steal. So it's a dead ball. He's not happy with himself. It's like, darn it, darn it, darn it. Peralta had 91 pitches in 5 innings. He could have won another inning. Here's the 2-2, and there's another foul ball by Bohm. This is how you work up professional at-bats. This is how you do it. "22 pitches in this inning alone for veteran Joe Ross. The 6th pitch of the at-bat, and that's a foul ball once again. Bohm continues the battle. Lehigh Valley just tied it in the bottom of the 9th. Wow. And Scott Kingery can walk it off for Lehigh Valley. How about that? 2-2 pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center field. That's going to be caught, though, just on the track. Turner's going to tag up. It'll go over to third. Harper also tags up. The throw, the second, is not in time. And that's going to put 2 runners in scoring position. But there are 2 outs. And Bohm at least did something productive there. He just missed a home run. He tried to put it into that right center field gap. Thought it was going to go out over towards straightaway center field. But it just shifted over towards the left side. Or the right side. And Pat is going to go out there, and that's going to be it. And Jared Koenig is going to come on in to the ball game for the Brewers. So we got a pitch and change. Pat Murphy wants to make a move, and he will. And that's going to be it for Joe Ross. All right. While we're in this, okay, let's go raid our boy DJ. Is he live? DJ's live, isn't he? Isn't DJ Eastwood live right now? I think DJ's live. I think he's live. Let's go say hi to DJ Eastwood, bro. We got 540 people tuning in. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Maybe DJ is not live. I thought that he did. We could go say hi to John Marks. John Marks is live right now. I don't know. want to say out of Wall Nation now. I don't know. Let's see. Is Run It Back Philly live? I know halftime is, but we'll rate him this weekend. Oh, he just got done. He just got done. DJ. Okay. All right. Well, we'll rate somebody else. We won't do it now. We'll wait until this inning is done. Like and subscribe, folks, and turn on those notification bell icons. We got 512 people tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you, man. I really do. Means a lot. Homer. Okay, Phils, we got a situation here, says Snowman Multimedia. Let's go, baby. Come on, let's go. A lot of them do, but I don't care about it. But people are people. Yeah, man. Pitch to Stott. Ground ball back up the middle. It's a stop by Terang. Throw over to first, and it's just in time, and that's going to do it. Wow, one pitch, and Bryce Terang made an excellent play. He had to backhand it and make a throw over to first, and Stott is out, and the inning is over just like that. So one pitch by Jared Koenig, and that's it. Thought maybe that had a chance. A lot of them do, but I don't care about it. I don't know what we're talking about, but no, I actually love them. Went to school in Jerusalem. Yeah, man. I'm Jewish, so it's a part of who I am too. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know what I mean? I appreciate each and every one of you, though, for being here. Should have pinched it for Stott. You didn't say that before, though, did you? You didn't say that before. Yeah, who should we go say hi to? I don't know who else is on. Birdwatcher's on. We could say hi to Valkyrie, but she wouldn't notice us, so I don't want to do that. We could say hi to Birdswatcher. Should we go say hi to Birdswatcher? Or Brett Myers, he has 104. All right, let's go say hi to Brett. Let's go say hi to Brett. Let's go say hi to Brett, bro. 462 people tuning in. Thank you all so much for tuning in. You got an offer today from Western Michigan. That's awesome, bro. That's really awesome. Congratulations. Let's go say hi to Brett. JJ Raid. JJ Raid, let's go say hi. Playing MLB The Show.
Because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
The next offering misses. 1-1.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that,
go Raid.
A pitcher doesn't have to worry
Brett.
as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Raiding with JJ. Let's go.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
All right, good. Thank you all so much for at least supporting our boy. 1 ball, no strikes. In the pitch. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. BW may not be in a good mood. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to do it. Plus, he does have subscribers only mode on. And to be honest with you, that is a turnoff for people. It really is. Thank you guys so much for rating him. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch, and there's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, bottom of the 6th in Milwaukee. It's 1-1. This game got started at 7:40, and it's just less than 2 hours old. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Jackson Chourio swings and misses at strike 2. Remember, the Phillies win, they're in. And if they lose, they have to wait until tomorrow. Bro, we are, like, raiding the heck out of him. Look at this. That's a good crowd, bro. Come on, Zach. 2-2 pitch on the way, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. There we go. So Nola gets his 7th strikeout of the day. K's in the chat and some chairs. Let's go. That was a big strikeout. Dude, ever since I told him to go to the knuckle curve, he's been doing it, and it's been working. It really has. Here's William Contreras, who takes that one inside. It's a sinker at 90. I think that this is going to be Nola's last inning. I really do. 1 ball, no strikes. Aaron Nola gets set the letters, winds up and fires. And there's a strike 1. At the kneecaps, it was a cutter. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. Aaron Nola wheeling and dealing so far. Just the only hiccup he had was the Rhys Hoskins homer that he allowed back in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch. It's taken down low for ball 2. 41 more subs until we get to 43 hundo. The next pitch by Nola. And that is down for ball 3. Look at the AL wildcard standings. The Orioles are 3.5 games above the Kansas City Royals. They're 2 games above the Royals. And they're 3.5 above the Twins for the first seed. 3-1 delivery, and there's a foul ball. Over 460 people on here watching, bro. That's insane. Let's keep the likes going. Algo Gang, do your thing. Let's get to 300 likes. The payoff pitch from Nola. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Another knuckle curve to William Contreras, and that was disgustingly good. Oh, man, that may have been the best one that he's thrown tonight. Wow. Back-to-back strikeouts for Nola. What a pitch. And there's a bunt attempt that is popped up, hit out in foul ground, and Stubbs will be there to make the catch, and that's the end of the inning. Aaron Nola getting Garrett Mitchell to pop out on a bunt. And we head to the top of the 7th, still tied up at 1 apiece. Wow. Pop out behind the plate. That was big. That was really big. Aaron Nola got a big out there. What's up, Pete? Pete, Joe, and Mick are all listening from NOLA, meaning New Orleans, Louisiana. You got me on that one. Did Scott Kingery walk it off for Lehigh Valley? I think he did. Did he walk it off? No. He didn't walk it off. Who walked it off? So Lehigh Valley won. Oh, Ethan Wilson walked it off. Wow. How about that? So Lehigh Valley won 4-3 against Worcester. Like and subscribe, folks. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. That's what we do on here, man. We try to give you as many Philly sports play-by-plays that we can. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We've been doing it for 20 months, and the grind doesn't stop. We're not stopping. We're going to continue to go. And the more people we have on here, the more that tells me that we're doing the right thing, and we're not stopping. I cannot wait for these playoffs. If you guys want to become members, it's $2.99 a month, okay? Members get really cool perks. They get really cool stuff, including emojis, specific emojis for the stream. They also get exclusive content on here as well, and it's really, really great. It's definitely worth the $2.99. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. You can also donate to the channel as well by hitting the Super Chat button. Don't be afraid. Nola is an LSU product. That is true. That is true. He is. Absolutely he is. Okay. Let's go. Nice as Jack. There we go, baby. Marsh will lead off the top of the 7th. Then he takes it outside and low. Jared Koenig, who just threw one pitch to Bryson Stott to end the 6th, is coming out there to pitch the top of the 7th. 1 ball, no strikes. Keep the subs coming, baby. And the pitch. And there's a called strike 1. It was a sinker at 96 miles per hour. And that makes the count now 1-1. Keep those subs coming. 39 more till we get to 4,300. Next pitch, and there's a pitch that's taken down low and away for ball 2. Koenig gets set at the letters and fires. The next pitch, ground ball, hit sharply over towards the right side, though, and Hoskins gets to it, gobbles it up, and tags the bag for out number 1. He had to hustle there, and he did. Marsh now 0 for 3. So Koenig has a 2.53 earned run average. He's now 36 years old. Sorry, he's 30 years old, excuse me. I don't know where I got 36 from. 6 feet 5 inches tall. He's number 35. Maybe I just added one. I don't know. And Yoel Rojas will get a crack at it against Jared Koenig. And the first pitch he sees, he pops this one up out over towards right field. It's looking foul, and it goes out of play. Frelick tried to climb the rail, but it went out of play. Rojas has never faced Koenig before, ever. No balls, 1 strike. Koenig kicks and fires and throws a 97-mile-per-hour heater that catches the inner third of the zone. No balls, 2 strikes, and here's the next pitch, and there's a called strike 3 right at the kneecaps. It was a curveball that danced in the zone. And Rojas goes down looking on strikes. And Koenig able to just throw that from 12 to 6. Oof. He has really good stuff, too. Got to tell you that over the last 5 outings, he's gone 6 innings. As he has allowed 3 earned runs. The only bad outing that he had was against the Arizona Diamondbacks, but he's been special for them this year. First pitch to Stubbs, and he takes that one for a strike. Stubbs hitless in 2 at-bats via strikeout. And the 0-1 delivery, and that's a high strike called. That looked like it was a ball, but regardless, it's a called strike by the home plate umpire. Oof. 0-2 pitch, high fly ball, hit out over to right field. It is a foul ball and not by too much. There's some action in the Brewers bullpen. Trevor McGill is warming up. Bring him back for the 7th? I don't know. I don't know about that. No balls, 2 strikes to Garrett Stubbs. And the 0-2 delivery, and that's a called strike 3 on the outside corner. And Garrett Stubbs goes down looking for the 3rd time tonight. Bottom of the 7th coming up. We're still tied 1-1 in what has been an incredible pitching duel for the Phillies and the Brewers. Let's see if Nola will go back out there for the 7th inning. That's the next question. All right, it's time for trivia. It's trivia time. All right, I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Of course, this is brought to you by Ethan Baumholtz of Advisors Mortgage. If you are looking to refinance or if you're looking to purchase or refinance a primary residence, a second home, or investment property in New Jersey or Pennsylvania, my guy Ethan, my boy, has you covered. He was my former basketball coach, and he's been a very good mentor for me from a professional and also a personal standpoint. He has over 20 years of experience and is dedicated to making your mortgage process smooth and stress-free. So for personalized services, call Ethan today. The phone number is 609-230-5558. His phone number is listed in the description down below, or you can email him at ebaumholtz@advisorsmortgage.com and let him know that JJ sent you and give him a hello. All right, so let's do trivia. On April 7th, on April 17th of 1976, how many home runs did Mike Schmidt hit in one game? April 17th of 1976. How many homers did he hit in a game? I want to know. Harry Eds, thank you so much for subscribing. John M., thank you so much for subscribing as well. I'm munching on my fingernails. This is a nail biter. That's what ends up happening. 4. Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Good job. 4 is correct. April 17th of 1976, Mike Schmidt hit 4 homers. That is correct. Good job. What's up, Janet? How you doing? Sorry about the O's, man. The pitch on the way, and Nola goes back out there for the bottom of the 7th, and that is taken for a called strike right at the kneecaps. It's Willie Adames up to bat. 4 is correct. All right, no balls, 1 strike. Nola kicks and delivers, and that is upstairs for ball 1. And that'll make the count now 1-1. Keep those likes coming. We got 418 people tuning in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nola kicks, and he fires. And that is just up high for ball 2. What are the Mets doing? They're not helping us. So the earliest now we can clinch the division is going to have to be on Friday. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, foul ball. And we'll be partying if they do that. Orion Kirkering is warming up in the Phillies bullpen just in case there is a base runner. And if things don't go so well. Nola gets set at the letters, gets the signs from Stubbs, kicks and fires, and the pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. It's carrying, going back towards the track, and Rojas calls off Castilla and makes the catch in front of the Wintrust sign out in right field. Close but no cigar. Aaron Nola barely keeps that one in the yard, and Adames with his power and with his strength able to just hit it all the way towards the back of the warning track. Man. And now it's Jake Bauers coming up to the plate. Bowers swings and misses at the knuckle curve again. Just some good velocity on that one. And Willie Adames just missed that. So close. 0-1 to Bowers, and he takes it inside for ball one. I mean, and good job by Rojas to just be able to communicate with Castellanos, too, because that was really hit out over to right field. And Rojas called him off. 1-1 pitch. Popped up, hit out over towards shallow left field. Turner will call off Brandon Marsh and make the grab for the second out of the inning. And here's Rhys Hoskins, who has hit 2 extra base hits off of his former teammate. This is a huge at-bat here for Rhys. Over his last 7 days coming into today, he's 4 for 18. First pitch to Hoskins. Check swing, he went around, not even an appeal. And that'll make the count 0-1. Hoskins homer to tie this baby up back in the bottom of the 5th. Brewers won the first game. Phillies then came back and won the second one. And the question is, who's going to take the series? That's what we'll find out tonight. The pitch, foul ball. That was Hoskins' 25th homer of the season that he hit back in the bottom of the 5th inning. It was also career number 173. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Aaron Nola has gone 7 innings with allowing just 1 run on 3 hits and is able to strike out Rhys Hoskins and get his 9th K on the evening. Time to go to the top of the 8th. Can the Phillies take the lead? They'll have the top of the order due up. We'll have to wait and see what happens. That was a big strikeout. Shares in the chat, baby. Let's go. Where's everybody tuning in from? Dale Rowe, what's going on? What is up? Dale, did you change your username? Because I don't recognize your username, and I see that you're a member. I don't recognize you. Ronald Acuna's brother got his first ever home run. That was yesterday. I saw that. And he got his first ever RBI, too, before that. I have some shares ready, says 3-Step. Hey, guys, if you wouldn't mind, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well. We have over 400 people. There's no reason why we can't get at least over 200 likes. If you guys want to donate, you're absolutely more than welcome to do so as well by hitting the Super Chat button. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, man. That's what we do. Jane's doing a really good job. Shout out to Jane, man, for being a really, really good mod on here. I really, really appreciate you for stepping up. You know, you've been really stepping up lately, so I want to give you a round of applause for that. If this thing plays. Sorry for the delay. I don't know what is going on with the Stream Deck. But you definitely deserve that. Defended this guy on this chat before, and I stand by him, says Tony. It's hard, man. It's a love-hate relationship. Great night from Nola. Yeah, he did enough. I mean, Adames, again, it's a results game. The homer didn't leave, so got to give that to you. It's pretty wild. So Kyle Schwarber's coming up. 0 for 2 he is on the night. He did get on base, though, with a walk back in the top of the 3rd. And by the way, in case you are wondering, the Dodgers did beat the Miami Marlins. Final score was 8-4. So none of these opponents have helped us with these magic number scenarios, but that's okay. Again, if the Phillies win, they're in. That's what matters. And also the division magic number goes down to 3. So here's Kyle Schwarber. He's up to bat. First pitch here to Kyle, and there's a called strike. Tyler McGill on the bump for the Brewers. He's their 4th pitcher that they've utilized tonight. The 0-1 to Schwarber, swung on, hit out over towards right center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And Schwarber gets on with a bloop single, and he does a little rainbow signature move as he's over at first base. It's a little arch move. I don't know what you call that, but it's pretty cool. I like that. It was like, brew. A little arch. I like it. That's how you lead off the inning. Rowdy Towels in the chat. First pitch to Trey Turner, swing and a miss. That pitch was running inside, but to be fair, home plate umpire's been calling those pitches tonight, but he sort of guessed at that one. He should have just fully committed. The 0-1 pitch to Trey. Fly ball, hit out over to right field. It's hooking foul, and it'll find the seats. All right, let's go, baby. Lancaster, PA, says Eric. We were all members in JJ's flock at heart. Jim, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. I really do. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Turner. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. The flip over to second. There's 1, and Schwarber was just out. He hustled, got to give you that, but it is a 4-6 fielder's choice. And here comes Bryce Harper to the plate. Let's go, Bryce. Come on, let's go. Rowdy Towels in the chat. Let's see the Harper emojis. I better see the Harper emojis. All right, 1 out, top of the 8th. Runner goes, first pitch, and that's a foul ball by Bryce Harper. That's like happened 3 times tonight where Trey Turner has gone over to second base and has tried to steal, but somebody fouls it off. Oh, man. Michael, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate it. 7 digits. Thank you so much as well, man. Appreciate you. Jack Dwight tuning in from San Antonio. Let's go. San Antonio. I've always wanted to go to San Antonio. Harper calls for time. He's 0 for 2 tonight, but he had a 2-run homer in last night's game to give the Phillies the lead in the top of the 6th. Toss back over to first, and Turner dives back in there with his right hand safe. There's the Harper emojis. Love it. McGill gets set at the letters, and the 0-1 to Harper is off the plate. Harper is 0 for 1 against Trevor McGill with a walk and a strikeout. And the 1-1 pitch fouled back over towards the screen. This season against the Brewers, heading into this game, Harper is 5 for 18. There's a big at-bat here. McGill with 8 pitches in this inning so far. 1 second left on the pitch clock, and here's the 1-2 pitch. And there's a foul ball. Good at-bat so far by Bryce. Keep those likes coming. Harper in the box. McGill on the bump. Who will win? The 1-2 pitch. Line drive it out over to left field, and that is going to be caught by Chourio. Hit sharply on the nose, and just not the result that the Phillies wanted, and there's 2 gone in the top of the 8th. That's a line out to left, and here comes Nick Castellanos. Ugh. Man, that would have been special. Taijuan Walker is the expected starter for tomorrow night's game for the Phils, and Luis Severino is expected to pitch for the Mets. Toss back over to first, and Turner is standing up, and he's safe. All right, let's go. Boom, boom. Two outs. Top of the 8th inning. Time was just called, and McGill is going to reset here. He gets set the letters, kicks and delivers, and throws a 100-mile-per-hour strike right at the kneecaps, and Castellanos stares at it all the way. Castillo for 3. He's popped out and struck out twice. Both times were against Freddie Peralta. No balls, 1 strike here to Nick Castellanos. And the 0-1 pitch, and he fouls that one back towards the screen. That reached triple digits once again. This Brewers bullpen has been pretty solid this season. With Devin Williams, Joel Payamps, and this guy here. This guy's pretty good too. 0-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called just on the outside corner. 3 pitches that have reached 100 miles per hour, and Casty is down looking on strikes. Time to go to the bottom of the 8th. Sal Frelick will lead things off when the Brewers return. We're still tied 1-1. Wow. All right. Can the Phillies bullpen do it? Can the Phillies bullpen do it? Comment down below, yes or no. Ugh. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. And turn on those notification bell icons, man. Harper bomb. Come on, bro. Let's go, baby. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. Yes, says Mulberry Miles, that they're going to hold on to this. Yes, says Zach. Yes, says Johnny. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. Kevin's here. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for tuning in. So I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. People on here call me JJ. My real name is Jason. Jason Joseph is my name. Yeah, man. We go on for the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles. We try not to miss a lot of games on here, and I want to go into play-by-play announcing. So if you really do enjoy what I do on here, we treat it like it's a radio style of a cast. Obviously, we can't show the game, so we give you radio play-by-play descriptions. But we also interact with you guys because you guys are what make storytelling so cool. And you guys can also interact with each other. All I ask is for you to keep it clean down below and just, enjoy yourselves. Really, come on here and have a good time. It's all I ask. Let's keep those likes coming. And those subscribers coming as well. Did we get to 200 at least? Did we get to 200? We got to get to 300, but did we at least get to 200? We're at 199. Oh, we're so close. Come on. Orion Kirkering is going to come on in to pitch for the Phils. We'll get to his stats in just a few moments. The first pitch, and that's taken down low for a ball. We have a pinch hitter, I believe. So Kirkering behind in the count 1-0. Actually, Sal Frelick is up to bat. Sorry, the screen froze. So for 2, he's flied out and lined out, and the 1-0 pitch, and there's a called strike at the kneecaps for strike 1. And that's going to even the count at 1 apiece. Kerkering kicks and delivers, and a foul ball that heads out of play. Frelick, 24 years old, from Boston, Massachusetts. Kerkering kicks and delivers, and there's a foul ball. They'll stay alive. Kerkering is 6 feet 2 inches tall. He is 23 years old, from Huntington Beach, California, and has a 1.99 earned run average. 1-2 pitch, and that's a breaking ball that's in the dirt. And that'll make the count now 2-2. Kerkering also with 68 strikeouts on the season, and that has come in 62 innings of work. The 2-2 delivery, ground ball back up the middle. Stott backhands it, throws it over to first. It's not in time, and Sal just barely beats it out. Oh, what a play that would have been by Bryson Stott. They're going over to the phone, the Phillies, to see if he's out. And the Phillies are going to give this a look. Oh, man. That would have been a bang-bang play. Give Sal credit for his speed, but let's see here. Stott backhanded it, had to throw it on the run over to first. I think he's out. Let's see if they can get a closer view. That would be a big call. I think he's out. Let's see from this angle here. That was a Chase Utley-esque play by Bryson Stott. Well, you got to slow it up. He may have been out by less than a quarter of a step. I think he's out. That's in the glove. He's out. What does the chat say? Is he out or not? Got a challenge anyways. What does the chat say? Bob Uecker is enjoying this. I love Bob Uecker. Shout out to him, man. He's out! Got him! What a play by Stott. That's awesome. Good job by Bryson. He got him. Sal Frelick was out by just less than a quarter of a step. Bang, bang play. The call was overturned upon the challenge. Can't see, but I believe you, JJ. Good stuff. 1 out, bottom of the 8th, and the pitch on the way is outside for ball 1. To Joey Ortiz. 1 ball, no strikes, and there's a called strike at the kneecaps. It looked a little bit low, but it is a strike. 1 ball, no strikes, and the next pitch, and that's a called strike. That was a really good play by Bryson Stott, man. A very good play. Except for the ground out that he had in the 6th. 1-2 pitch. There's a chopper. It's a foul ball, though. Headed over towards the third base tarp. Aaron Nola's line tonight. 7 innings. 3 hits allowed. 1 run. 1 walk. 9 strikeouts. And 97 pitches. The 1-2 delivery. Foul ball. So in case you are just tuning in, the Phillies and the Brewers have only scored 1 run in this game. Bowman a solo homer in the top of the 2nd. And then Hoskins tied it back in the bottom of the 5th. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Orion Kerkering got him. And 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th. What a game this is between 2 teams that are hoping to go deep in the playoffs. It's like an NL wildcard series between the both of these teams, really. The series is tied 1-1. The game is 1-1. And the 0-1 pitch is taken for strike 2 to Bryce Turang. Bryce walked in the first, stole a bag, and he's 0 for 2. The ball's 2 strikes, and the windup in the pitch by Kerkering is high and outside. The Phillies win. They're in. The Brewers are already in the playoffs and have clinched the NL Central. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and Orion Kerkering with the 70th strikeout of the season. Back-to-back strikeouts. That's the first time that Turang has struck out tonight. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Brewers. And the Phillies go to the top of the 9th. Can they take the lead? Alec Bohm will lead things off, and we'll see when they return to action. Wow, what a ball game. Again, Bryson Stott, man, that was a big play. Yeah, his name is Orion Kerkering. You keep calling him a Filipino kid. His name is Orion Kerkering. That's who he is. Kerkering is coming into his own. A crucial or critical situation. And, it doesn't hurt that Bryson Stott's there to help you on defense. But still, it was a big spot for him. And for Rob to put him out there, it's pretty big. Nola killed it tonight. Nola pitched really well. I got to give him his flowers. But I need the Phillies to win. I need the Phillies to win 30 more subs until we get to 4,300. Don't forget, you're more than welcome to Super Chat as well by donating down below. You can also donate memberships as well in this game. Best pen in the Northeast, New York. What's up, Jane? I wonder where Larry is. Okay. Bohm, Stott, and Marsh all due up. I wonder if they're going to go to Wes Wilson or if they're going to use a pinch hitter for one of the lefties. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. 1-1 is the score as we head to the top of the 9th inning. And again, we go on for Phillies baseball almost every single day. We also do the Eagles and the Sixers as well. So if you enjoy these play-by-plays, that's what we do. Now, Devin Williams will come on in to pitch. He's the closer for this Brewers ball club. First pitch to Alec Bohm, and there's a ground ball, foul ball. No balls, 1 strike to Alec Bohm. And the next pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Bowman is 14th homer earlier in the ball game. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss at 95 miles per hour. Williams is 12 for 13 in save opportunities. He does not have, or this is not a save situation, though. Doesn't have a win, doesn't have a loss either. 1-2 pitch to Bohm, and that's off the plate for ball 2. He has only allowed 1 homer in his 17 2/3. Estevez will pitch the bottom of the 9th. So they're trying to do closer on closer. 2-2 pitch to Bohm, foul ball. And in this 17 2/3, he has allowed 9 walks, but he has 32 strikeouts. Two balls, 2 strikes to Alec Bohm. Williams kicks and fires, and that is just inside. Good eye by Bohm. That is as close as it can get. Wow. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That came at 95 miles per hour. Williams is so deceiving with the way that he pitches. He gets set at the letters this time, kicks and fires in the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, decided to go with a changeup, and Bohm was not expecting it, and he strikes out for the first time in this game. So every Phillies hitter, except for Kyle Schwarber, has struck out today. And every Brewers hitter, except for Sal Frelick and Garrett Mitchell, have struck out today. Comes Bryson Stott, and he takes it high and outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Bryson Stott. They'll wind up in the pitch, swinging a miss on the fastball right down Broad Street, and Stott was late. Charge! Keep those likes coming, baby. Devin Williams with 9 pitches so far. He is now 29 years old. He is 6 feet 2 inches tall. And the 1-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Stott 1 for 2 against Williams during his career. 1-2 pitch inside and in the dirt as well. Two balls, 2 strikes. Williams gets set, kicks and delivers, and Stott with a defensive swing. Swings at an outside pitch and fouls it away. Lifetime against the Phillies. Devin Williams has pitched in 7 games. He has a 2-0 record, 8 strikeouts as well, and a 2.45 ERA. 2-2 pitch, and Stott just stays alive again. Grinding out in that bat here and looking to try to get on base. This is what Stott did last year, and he was so good at it. Was one of the best, if not the best, 2-strike hitter in all of baseball. Fans clapping along. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Stott, another foul ball. He is battling here. Overall, the plate discipline by the Phillies today, for the most part, has been pretty solid. Like and subscribe, folks. Here's the 2-2 to Stott. Swing and a miss. And Williams finally wins the battle and gets back-to-back strikeouts to start off the 9th. Slider's good. It is hard to hit off of this guy when he's on. And Brandon Marsh will be up to bat. First pitch to Marsh. That's taken upstairs. Marsh has only faced Williams once and walked in that plate appearance. He's 0 for 3 tonight with a strikeout, a flyout, and a ground out. Ground out came in his last at-bat over to first base. The 1-0, strike 1 on the changeup. That catches the outside corner. One ball, 1 strike. They'll wind up in the next pitch, swing and a miss. The changeup was in the dirt. Devin has been with the Brewers since 2019. So this is his sixth season with them. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-2 pitch. DeMarsh swung on and missed. 1-2-3 go the Phils, and Devin Williams strikes out the side. And it's now up to Carlos Estevez to help the Phillies make this go into extra innings. Can he do it? Well, we'll go to the bottom of the 9th, and we'll see. Jackson Chourio will lead things off. Meat and potatoes of the order for the Brewers coming up when we return. Okay. I'm getting ready for extras in case that happens. Like and subscribe, folks. We need 28 more subs to get us to 4,300. That's the goal for tonight. Tell your friends, tell your family members. My name is Jason Joseph. If you want to become a Philly freak today, become a member by subscribing to the channel. You can also take your Philly Freak membership to another level and pay the $2.99 to become a member and get access to really cool perks, including some awesome emojis. You can also get some really cool podcasts on here as well, early access to pods, and yeah, really cool stuff. I wish I could bother. I would in a second. Not very good hash here. What's a hash? Let's go. You say that Kerkering has 70 strikeouts this year? That's amazing, given the amount of innings that he's pitched. Yeah, man. I cut that call, too. 70th strikeout. That was his 70th one. 538 people tuning in, and we reached the 200 like mark. That's awesome. Keep those likes coming and keep those subs coming as well. 32 strikeouts in 2 games, totally uncalled for. No wonder that you can't score. Spurs pitching staff is pretty darn good. I'm not going to lie. They are. But also, I have to give the Phillies credit for battling, but there were some innings where they left meat on the bones. You know? That's just what tends to happen. All right, Estevez, we need you. We need you, Carlos. Phillies win, they're in. Estevez will pitch. He's 26 for 31 in save opportunities, has a 4-4 record this year. Again, not a save situation. But Jackson Chourio will lead things off. Then it's William Contreras. I'm surprised that they're not going to go to the lefty here with Matt Strahm. Or sorry, they're not going to go to a righty with Jose Ruiz. And the pitch, and there's a called strike. JJ, what are you talking about? Estevez is a righty. Yeah, I just realized that. I totally forgot. It's been a night. No balls, 1 strike. And here's the next pitch, and there's a line drive it out over to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. It's going to go all the way over towards the wall. Chourio's rounding second. He'll head on over to third base, and the throw over to third. Not in time, and Jackson Chourio gets a leadoff triple to start off the bottom of the 9th. Oh, my goodness. That was big. That was absolutely huge. There's no chance that Castellanos was going to get over to it. And Stott, I thought maybe he should have just held on to the baseball because Bohm had to dig it out. Chourio, give him credit. He has a lot of speed. And he did. So a leadoff triple by Jackson Chourio. That's not what you want. They're going to intentionally walk William Contreras, and rightfully so. And Garrett Mitchell is coming up. Keep the ball in the infield. That's all we ask. Infield playing in, and so are the outfielders. And now Stubbs wants to call for time. Like and subscribe, baby. And turn on those bell icons. Estevez pitching, and he'll face Garrett Mitchell. Adames waits in the on-deck circle. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss on a fastball right down Broad Street, and Contreras moves over to second base. That also gets rid of the double play ball. No balls, one strike. And the next pitch on the way, swing and a miss on another fastball at 98 miles per hour. I'd just throw another one by him, honestly. Test him here. The 0-2 pitch by Estevez, swing and a miss. He got it. A 98 mile per hour fastball, and there's one gone. And now if I were Estevez, I would walk Adames. I do not want to face him, and I'd load the bases instead, but let's see what they decide to do. Looks like that they are going to pitch to him. First pitch on the way, and that's popped up. It's a foul ball, though, and it goes out of play. Adames 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is now 0-2. These fastballs are ferocious. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Willy Adames. And the next pitch, and that's high. It was an 0-2 count, excuse me. I was looking at the scoreboard. So it's a 1-2 count now. Estevez kicks and fires, and that's upstairs for ball 2. Oh, boy. First base is open. Winning runs over at third. 1-1 in the bottom of the 9th. Estevez kicks and fires in the pitch, and there's a pop-up that's hit out over towards the first base side. Does Harper have enough room? He does not. It's a foul ball. Hearts are racing, man. Whew. This is as hectic as it gets. The Brewers have already clinched the NL Central. Phillies are trying to just get into the playoffs tonight. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and here's the 2-2 on the way. Just outside and not by much for ball 3. What was an 0-2 count is now a full count to Willy Adames. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Estevez not wasting any time. The payoff pitch, here it is. Popped up, it's a foul ball, and it goes out of play. Seven pitches in this at-bat between Adames and Estevez. Who will win the battle? The 3-2 pitch, way inside, and that's going to load the bases. Adames, give him credit. He was down in the count 0-2, and he just worked his way on with a walk. So the Phillies can't walk anybody anymore. A double play would be their best friend. And Jake Bauers is coming up. Batting on the left side. Estevez kicks and delivers in the pitch. Line drive into right field for a base hit, and that's the ball game. The Brewers walk it off and win 2-1 on an RBI single by Jake Bauers. And they come back and beat the Phillies in the bottom of the 9th. So the Phillies were hoping to clinch a playoff spot tonight. That did not happen. And the Brewers win it 2-1. Phillies will have to try to clinch a playoff spot out in New York as they parade around Jake Bauers, who's over at second base. The confetti goes off, and the Brewers are NL Central Division champs. What a ball game that was. I mean, you talk about back and forth competitiveness from just on the mound. The better team certainly won. That was a heck of a ball game. Rob Thompson is trying to get an explanation on something. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they're arguing about. There was confetti that came onto the field. Let's see. I'm turning up the broadcast just to listen. Everybody else reaches the base. According to T-Mac. Did Bowers tag first? Yeah, he got first base. I don't understand what's going on. But anyhow, the Brewers do win 2-1. That's the final score. That was a tough loss, man. That was a tough loss. Wow. Brewers ended up coming back to beat the Phillies. Jake Bauers gets the RBI single and gets the Gatorade poured on him. Phillies struck out 16 times tonight. That was the difference. It struck out 16 times, man. In two nights in a row. That's crazy. The offense struggled. Still thought that the Brewers pitching staff did really good, though. Sometimes, man, you gotta, I know that maybe now's not the time to do this. Sometimes you do have to salute your cap. I thought Freddie Peralta pitched pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I will tell you, though, that 6th inning was critical. The 6th inning, Turner gets on with a single, Harper gets on with a walk, and Cassidy strikes out on 3 pitches. That can't happen there. Bohm flies out to center, hit the ball pretty sharply, but Stoutman grounds out as soon as they bring in a new pitcher on the first pitch, bro. First pitch. And he grounds out. And the inning is over. That was the inning where they had a golden opportunity to take over. That was the inning right there. The 6th inning is why they lost. That's why. That's exactly why they lost. But Chourio's triple, that happened too. Would you have gone to Estevez there? I would have. Thought that was the right spot for him. That's why you got him. That's why you brought him in. But anyhow, whatever. It is what it is at this point. I want to hear what your thoughts are down below. That was tough. So close, but so far. Oh, well, we still need 4 wins to win the East. Not necessarily 4 wins. We need 2 wins, really. But Phillies hitters need to look in the mirror. That was a really good ball game, bro. Brewers are bad from all the good teams. The Brewers are a pretty good team, man. Brewers are a really good team. And, yeah, I'm not disappointed. I'm sorry. I'm disappointed with the result. But overall, I can't be angry. I'm mad that in the 6th inning that they had an opportunity, and I wish that they would have capitalized. That was a really good game. That was a good game. Brewers pitching was better than the Phillies. And Aaron Nola pitched really well. And the hitters just struggled today for the Phillies. And that could be something to look at going into the playoffs. But, yeah. Yeah, man. Castellanos should rest a game. He's played every game. I agree with you, Jack. I agree. Pathetic hitting again. 7:15 p.m. tomorrow is Flushing. That's great. They should have won tonight. Folks rip up Nola all the time, but when he shows up, the rest of the team let him down. That is some bipolarism, says Tony Justice. Right there. He can't win if they don't win it for him. Aaron Nola did really well tonight. The mistake to Rhys Hoskins, it happens. Not a good pitch, but it happens. Almost gave up another one, though, to Adames. But then again, Schwarber almost homered too, and almost doesn't count. So this was let's call it what it is. This was a grind. Sometimes you just run into games where you just have a battle and you have to grind it out. And the Brewers are not a soft team. They're a really good team. They are. They are where they are because they've put up runs against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the Diamondbacks have been pretty good. They played really well against the Dodgers, played pretty well against some of these really good American League teams. You know, again, I'm not like excusing the Phillies, but it was just a really good game. It was a hard-fought game. And the Phillies just couldn't get the better end of the stick. But they could have won it in the 6th. And we can talk about that 6th inning all that we want. We can talk about the base running all that we want. But I will tell you that they got to play more small ball. In situations like this, they need to play more small ball. I personally would have walked Willy Adames, but then again, it didn't matter because Bauers got the game-winning hit anyways. But, you know, this was just a game where it was all about strategy. It was a pitching duel, man. It was. This game's on Rob. Nah, it's not on Rob. It's on the hitters. It's on the hitters themselves. Why is it on Rob? What, Aaron Nola did well? Orion Kirkland did pretty good. Estevez didn't produce. That's on Estevez. That's not on Rob. Not this game. MC, I agree. What do we agree on? Got to win the series versus the Mets, or at worst split 2-2. Got to split. Should have kept Kerkering in and saved extras for Estevez. Okay. Orion Kerkering, let's see how many times he's pitched 2 innings this year. Let's see how many times he's pitched 2 innings this year. I'm just curious. Let's see how many times he's pitched 2 innings this year. Because that's really not in his DNA. And that's a high leverage situation for him to pitch in that bottom of the 9th. Orion has not gone 2 innings this year at all. He's not gone 2 innings this year at all. He's never gone 2 innings in his career, I don't think. Has he? No. He's never gone 2 innings. So, that wasn't going to happen. Just lost a series to a definite playoff team. Hitters need to step up. They do. They have to step up. Going forward, we ain't losing. Are you bailing me out, please? Me? I'm not ignoring anybody. What else? Last 2 games, 32 strikeouts. Sheesh. Yeah. Yeah. All right. This is what it is. That was a tough loss. But you know what, man? We gotta scratch this one off. Okay? And we gotta bounce back. All right? We gotta bounce back in New York. We do. We win 2 in New York. We can win tomorrow night and clinch a playoff spot. And then we can literally clinch the division the next day. That's the way that I look at it. That's the way that I look at it, man. We can clinch a division spot by Friday, and we can get into the playoffs tomorrow. I mean, I don't like Taijuan Walker going out there, but guess what, man? Next man up. Next man up, bro. I need this team to produce. So, we'll see how it goes. All right. So that's going to do it for me. I love each and every one of you, and I will catch you all in the next one, all right? Lila Tov. Good night, Phillies Freak Nation. We'll let this one sink in, but we got to bounce back tomorrow. All right? See you all then.